Hello. So I'm finally doing this video that I told y'all I would do. So I had some people asking how I curl my hair. And I feel kind of silly because I've never done this before. As you can see, my hair is pretty darn thick. It's pretty coarse too. Always had thick hair, but Plexus has definitely made it thick again because it was kind of starting to get thin with hormones and kids and everything. So I use a handy dandy rubber band, and I usually pull up about right above my ear. And I just got done coloring my hair and highlighting it. So my hair is a little smoother than typical. It gets really soft when I highlight. So I have a Revlon. I believe this is a 1.5 inch. I don't know. I'll look and tell you guys for sure. But it's not anything expensive. I got it from Walmart. And typically when I get out of the shower, I will spray on maybe this Miracle stuff, spray this on sometimes. I didn't today because I did the deep conditioner with the highlighting kit, so I didn't. And then sometimes I do this root pump. Sorry, there's like hair all over it. Big and Sexy hair. And I'll just put that a little bit in my hair and then dry it. So, and sometimes I'll add that in. I'll show you guys once I start styling what I do. But I like to take this heat and run it through so it kind of warms up and it straightens each piece. And then I just curl back. I grab the hair about halfway down. Yeah, so just do that. It's nothing really too crazy about what I do. Just run it through a couple of times. Like you see, you could leave a little bit of a tail. And I always curl back typically. Every once in a while, I'll curl one forward, maybe like right when I'm doing the top layer of my hair, right about here, just to give it a little bit of a different dimension and stuff. And I apologize, I do not have my makeup done or anything. We have something going on tonight, and I thought, you know what, I'm getting ready. I've been telling you guys I would do this, so I will. And I'll probably fast forward through some of this stuff when I edit. I'm not real sure about this whole editing thing, but I will try to show you guys how I do that. And so you can see I don't hold it a long time, just kind of depending. And I just kind of work my way around. I'll do half. I'll do this half, and then I'll work and do the other half of my hair. And I apologize if my kids or my husband come in and interrupt. They're probably like, why are you making a video of you doing your hair? They're going to make fun of me. But the boys are watching cartoons, and Clint's watching the Olympics, so, or something downstairs. I don't know what he's watching. So this is kind of just what I do. I just move all around here. See, still leaving the tail. You can kind of see what I leave out. And I curl up tight. One thing that's really important is to try to hold your curling iron vertical. I probably wasn't doing that, but the more vertical you hold it, I just think the better curl. And you can kind of hold one end if you want to. And I'll show you like one other technique too that I learned. I don't typically do that anymore because it takes me too long, but I did watch a girl that did this. So she would curl up, and I would say if you had shorter hair maybe, or really thick hair and you didn't feel like you're getting the curl you were wanting, you could try this. So then she kind of let go, and then just would like just kind of add a little bit of, and do this, flip it out. So it just kind of gives it a little extra, I don't know, curl. Sometimes I like to pull my bangs out as I'm working too. I sometimes leave it towards the end, but sometimes I just like the way it looks better if I got my hair curled in the front. And I just highlighted my hair, so I was curious how good a job I did coloring tonight. So, sorry, my son just opened that door. Okay, so I did this half, and now I'm going to work on my other half. And I typically leave it all behind. That way I know what I curled and what I didn't curl. So run it through a couple times. It's going to be hot to the touch. My hair, got little baby hairs growing. What? I'm definitely going to have to fast forward this video because I know this part is really boring. It's like, you get it. You get it. This is how I do it, right here. Like I said, try to keep it vertical. Just like that. I don't even have a clip. How sad is that? I don't even have a clip when I do this. I used to, but the boys take them and then I don't know what happens to them. So, uh-oh, my kids are crying. Typical mom, you're doing your hair and your kids are crying. Hey, what are you guys doing? Don't fight, please. They're fighting over a truck. Go figure. Cora, would you give that back to him, please? Thank you. They're fighting over a semi. They've been fighting about it all night. I'm about ready to take it and put it on top of the refrigerator. You else ever do things like that? Whoops, I dropped that hair. Just leave that tail out. You can kind of twist it if you want to so you'll get your ends to work a little bit better.
I'm going to tell Dad to set the timer.
Okay, go tell Dad to set the timer. You can have it when the timer's up. You guys can probably hear my kids. I'm not being very good right now. So yeah, that's just kind of how I do the top part. And it'll look kind of flat right now, but I'll show you guys kind of what I do with some of my hair products that kind of help it have a little bit of a boost and give it a little more of the look you're probably going for than this. But this isn't the final hairdo, so. Some of these thicker, I kind of grabbed a thicker piece here. I'll probably hold it just a little bit longer. Like I said, you can kind of twist that end so it kind of sticks together. I just think it makes it look for a nice finished piece. And you can leave out longer. If you got really short hair, leave out, just do like one curl. You don't have to do like a big, like I'm doing. Definitely going to fast forward through all this so you guys don't have to see all this part. I know, this is like really earth-shattering, isn't it? I don't know. I definitely have watched a lot of hair videos though to like figure out how to, because I used to be terrible in college. I used to curl my hair. It used to look really, really not cute. I look like, I don't know, not cute. Okay, so then for my hair, I kind of split this out in a few pieces on the front. Go ahead and do this top part. And this is why I haven't done a video yet, because you hear my kids, Mommy, Mommy. I barely get my hair curled whenever I go anywhere without everybody needing me. You can kind of see what size pieces I'm taking, keeping it vertical. What, honey? It'll be on in a second. I have a faster version of doing this too, but I'm kind of doing it slower tonight. And if you have hair clips, I would suggest that. That's way easier than trying to grab and figure out what hair you've curled and what hair you haven't, especially when you get to the back. Okay, so this here, just kind of I work from the back and just kind of work my way forward on my bangs. Well, now I know how long it takes me to do my hair. About 10 minutes. If I wouldn't be hollering at kids, I probably would have been a little faster. And like I said, there's a faster version of this. You can like hurry up and just do it. And then I try to kind of combine those curls so they kind of fall together. Okay, so this is where I was talking You could, I've got a few pieces here. Do one forward. So instead of curling it back, curl it forward. Kind of just gives you a little bit different texture to your hair. Kind of lift your hair up a little bit more so it's not all the same look. You don't have to do that, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Just kind of keep it vertical again, the best you can. Like I said, this is kind of a thicker piece, so hold it just a little bit longer. I think when you run your iron through it, see, it straightens out your ends. So it gives you that nice finished look on your ends. Still got some pieces in the back that I haven't done yet. And if you have thinner hair, this won't take you near this long, or if you don't have as long of hair, hair's short, shouldn't take you long at all. So should have probably done my makeup before this so you guys don't have to see my scary face. I'm just kidding. And then I may grab a mirror at the end and just see kind of how I'm coming along with my back pieces. Like that everything's pretty evenly curled. Didn't miss any pieces. I typically can kind of feel where I've missed crabbing a piece, so. And since my hair is really clean, I think this look almost works better if your hair is a little bit dirty versus really clean. Okay. Just gonna check out the back here. And sometimes like I just want my curl a little bit higher. Like maybe I curled this piece but it just didn't get as high as I wanted it to. Okay, so then sometimes I'll go back up here and just grab these pieces and twirl it one more time. It's kind of any of these pieces I feel like are laying too flat. Need a little more oomph. See how that just kind of lifts that up and separates it a little bit more. I don't always do that, but if I got time, I feel like my hair is flat on the top, I will. I feel like that piece curled as good as I wanted it to. And then I'll do that on the other side. Just grab a few pieces that I want kind of curled up. Just these little tiny, and you can grab smaller chunks if you want to for this part. It just kind of gives it some extra dimension in your curls. Try to keep it vertical, try to keep it kind of tight right up there. Kind of turn that one like that if you want to, kind of up. There. Okay, I think I'm getting pretty darn close to how I want it to look. So, do these bangs just one more time. Sometimes your bangs, if you curl horizontal, kind of holds them up there a little bit better. Okay, so then I typically take this root pump, put it right about there, kind of squirt it around. I go right by my ear, right above my ear there, and then in the back. spray a little bit. I have Beauty Counter sea salt spray. I try not to get too much by the roots with this, but definitely on the curls. And any sea salt spray will work. I used to love Bath & Body Works, but I don't have that kind anymore. Dry shampoo. If your hair is really clean, good way to kind of make it a little, I don't know, it doesn't make it dirtier, but it just kind of aerates it a little bit. Aerate, I don't know if that's a word, but for the hair. Okay. Then I love this. It's called Heat Smart Serum. It's just a little liquidy serum. I know you can't see that, but, and I'll typically run that right through the front. And then on my ends, kind of twirl my ends. Kind of make any of my curls go together that I want. Kind of do that with your hair. I always these baby hairs, I always try to mix in. Let's just kind of separate out all my pieces. And like I said, there's fast versions of this and there's a slow. I'm trying to give you guys the, probably doing this way slower than I normally do, but just kind of run my hands through, lift here. I'm not a big hairspray person. I do not like my hair to feel sticky. I feel like it weighs it down. It doesn't look good. This Kenra, the Silkening Mist, sometimes I like this just to spray down on the very tips. I don't always do that, but sometimes. And if you want to do a little hairspray in the back, and if you like that, you know, I get pretty good body back there, so I don't feel like, but you could back comb it a little bit if you wanted to. So that's basically how I do my hair. It's kind of beachy, flowy. Like I said, I don't like a lot of hairspray because it makes it sticky. You kind of see the back of it here too. So yeah, hope that helped you guys, and I hope you learned something new. I hope you learned something new. Those are the products I love, and I can put those in the comments so you guys kind of know what I'm using too if you couldn't see them very well. But anyways, have a good night.